Today I'm really excited for a couple reasons. One, as you can tell by the title of this video, this is like a major epic collab that I'm going to talk about in just a second, because I want to tell you about the other thing I'm really excited about, which is I got a new camera and it's interesting. We'll just say that. I'm having to fiddle a lot with it and play around with it. The focus is really weird and it's a lot different, like the settings and stuff compared to my old camera. So I'm kind of playing with it and figuring things out. So I have no idea how this video is going to look. We'll have to see how color accurate it is, etc, etc. But regardless, I'm still really excited to have a new camera. Okay, so enough of that. So while you're here, the collabs. This is just a big major collab. I think there's about 20 people that are doing this collab together, and it's been a lot of fun. Just Face 90 put this together and basically invited anybody who wanted to do it. And I was like, sign me up. I would love to be included in this. So it's really cool and awesome because we're all just making the same video. And there's actually some people on this list that I have never heard of before. I did put that's like a spreadsheet link down below so you can just see everybody, because it's way too much information to list in the description box. So there's a link down there with everybody's channel info who's doing this collab. Please go check them out. I have found some new people myself. I have found some new people I'm really enjoying watching and everything like that. So yes, go check them out for sure. There's way too many to name. Some people I've been watching for years, and like I said, some I've never heard of, and I'm brand new to their channels. So definitely go check that out and go share some love to everybody in the collab. This was very difficult for me to do because if you've been watching my channel for a while, a long time ago or recent, you know that I love bright colors. So summer collections are my favorite collections to buy. The summer, like, I just love neons, I love brights, I love all that stuff. So trying to narrow down to some of my like top favorites was very difficult for me to do. I've got it down, I think is like, I have 12 I'm gonna share, with a couple of like honorable mentions that I'm gonna just quickly talk about. Some of the polishes I've worn over and over again. Some of them I've maybe only worn once or twice. And there's even a couple in here that I've never actually worn like in a full manicure. And they're ones that I just pulled from my collection that I thought were really awesome and great, and ones that I want to try to wear this summer. I did not put white underneath any of my swatches. I wanted just to swatch them on their own, like how you could see what they would look like without white. Some swatches have top coat, some don't have top coat. You should be able to tell because some of them do dry matte or dry satin, so I wanted you to be able to see the difference. So in the swatch photos, you should be able to see that. The first two I want to talk about, I did in a mani together, and it's one of my favorite manicures that I've ever done. It was so simple, but it was so amazingly gorgeous. Like, I don't think I've ever done a manicure that was as simple as this, that turned out so phenomenally perfect, really. And so many compliments. It was just such a gorgeous mani. So the two polishes that I used were China Glaze. The purple is called That's Sure Bright, and this is just a neon purple. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's not quite as neon as I would want, but it is still a very bright. It's more of a pastel bright as opposed to like a neon bright, but regardless, it's beautiful. It does not have the greatest formula. Neither does this one. They actually have pretty similar formulas. The green is highlight of my summer. This is one of my all-time favorite greens to wear in the summer. In the bottle, it does not look like anything fancy, anything fun, but I have to tell you that this polish is gorgeous. It is so bright. Like, this is one that definitely glows on your nails when you're in like dim lighting. Whenever I wear this polish, I just stare at my nails like all the time because it's just that bright. Like I said though, formula on both of these is not the best. You probably need 3 thinner coats depending on how you apply. It's streaky, it's chalky. You need a really good top coat with these, but regardless, like the color payoff for me, I don't care about the formula. The colors are amazing. Next one that I want to talk about is one that I feel is such an underdog. I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about this polish. ever. I think I've talked about it in previous videos before, but I've never like, you know, there's polishes that everybody raves about, and this is one that I feel like no one ever talks about, and it needs more love. It really, really does. This is another China Glaze polish, and this is called Purple Panic. It is not purple. It is pink. It is a bright, bright pink. But it's like more of like a fuchsia, and it has a very, very slight bluish, pinkish kind of shimmer to it. The formula on this one is okay. It's not like amazing, but you can get this one opaque in two coats. You might need 3, but you should be good with 2. It is such a beautiful polish. Like I said, no one talks about this. This is definitely, absolutely one of my all-time favorite China Glaze polishes. It's so, God, it's so bright, and it's just so beautiful in the sunlight. It's beautiful inside. It's just beautiful anywhere. I feel like it's more of a unique shade of pink, so I really like that too, because I don't feel like I'm just wearing like bright neon pink on my nails. I mean, just regular pink really isn't my favorite color, but this one is just more of a fuchsia magenta. It's deep, but it's still neon. It's just amazing, and I wish that more people would talk about this, because it's just such a good polish that doesn't get any love, and it needs the love. I should have mentioned too that this video should have been like China Glaze neons, because almost all of my polishes are China Glaze, because, you know, I feel like China Glaze has some of the best brights, some of the best neons, and so that's where most of my colors in my collection come from. I have a few others, but I'm just so biased towards China Glaze in this video, and it makes me feel awkward. Not really, but you know what I mean. Continuing on with the China Glaze theme, we're just going to talk about all my China Glazes first, and then we'll move on to something different. So this next China Glaze is called Splish Splash, and this is a blue. It does have a little bit of like a purpley kind of shimmer to it, but it's not that noticeable. This one is just so gorgeous and perfect for summertime. It makes me think of like a pool, like a really deep pool. I mean, I know it's not like clear or like really a pool color, but for some reason I think of a pool when I see this polish. The formula on this one isn't too bad. It is streaky, but not as streaky as some other ones. You might need 3 coats to get this one opaque, but it's so beautiful. The shimmer comes out to play a little bit once you get in the sunlight, and it's such a pretty blue. It doesn't have to be, again, it's like a deeper bright, so I wouldn't really call this a neon, but it's just bright and fun to wear, and something different than like your normal eye-searing neons that you always see. Next one I want to talk about is one that I think a lot of people are going to put in their favorite polishes for the summer. This is one that's talked about to death, and for good reason. This is China Glaze Son of a Peach, and it is such the perfect, gorgeous, peachy neon. This is another one that glows in dim lighting, doesn't look that amazing in the bottle, but once you apply it, it's so bright, it's so bam, it's so gorgeous, it's so beautiful. Again, it glows in sunlight, it glows in dim lighting. It's just such a nice, gorgeous neon polish. This one, again, really crappy formula, 3 to 4 coats maybe, depending on how you apply your coats. It's streaky, definitely need a good top coat, but the color, I don't care how much I fight with it, because once you get that top coat on, it just like magically transforms it, and you are just in heaven with this color. And speaking of crappy formulas, this next one has like the same exact formula as Son of a Peach does, and this is another one that probably a lot of people talk about, and this is Too Yacht to Handle. This is another super, super bright, just gorgeous, gorgeous color. Another one that glows, another one that's neon. Just a nice like pool. This is like a real pool color, like a sea, light baby sky blue kind of color. It's just so stunning. I love it. And again, like these two have similar, look how good they look together. I really like those together. This last China Glaze I have to share with you is called I'm With the Lifeguard. This is another one that's a pretty crappy formula. You're going to need at least 3 coats for this to be opaque. But again, the color is just gorgeous. It's more of like a brighter neon type of lime green. And this one does have like, I wouldn't call it a shimmer, but it does have like an interesting finish to it. It's not, it's kind of more matte satiny. So obviously you'd want a really good top coat with this one as well. But it's just such it's another great, bright green. It just looks so flashy and awesome on your nails. It's so good to pair with other colors because of the brightness. I mean, this would look good with so many different colors. So it's just another one that I really feel that doesn't get enough attention as it should. I wish more people would talk about this one too, because it's just another one that I just think is so perfect for summer. I only have one lowly color club to talk about, and I could have included a lot more color clubs, but I just, you know, time sake, right? I can only talk about so many polishes. This was from their Pop-Tastic collection in 2014, and really all of the polishes in that collection are amazing. So definitely go check out that collection if you get a chance, because this is not the only good one. I just wanted to include this specific one, but really all of them from the collection are amazing. But this is called Right On. And this is a gorgeous, bright, mid-tone purple shade with some blue shimmer. This has such an amazing, amazing formula. The blue shimmer really does pull nicely when you put this on. But the formula on this, and again, this goes for all of the polishes that were in this collection, easy, smooth, buttery, perfection. 2 coats, you're good. Maybe even 1 coat if you do it thick enough. And it's so beautiful and so bright. They're not neons. Well, some of them were definitely neon, but this one I would consider to be more bright than neon, but just such a lovely color. This just looks good with the tan. I think it looks good on me, Miss Pasty Woman, whoever you are. I think this polish just looks phenomenal. And when you have such a beautiful color paired with such a perfect formula, how do you say no? You can't say no. It's just beautiful. This next one, I don't know if it's like readily available, but this is one I really do like. So if you can find it, then pick it up. But again, I don't know how readily available this is. This is L'Oreal Acid Watermelon, and this is just like a softer bubblegum blue-based pink. It's not neon. It's nothing like extra fancy. But I really do like this color, and I feel like I at least needed to include like one pink, because pink is such like a classic all around everybody loves kind of polish, and it is a really good formula. It is a really good color. I'm sorry, the only swatch I have is one where I have glitter over it, but you can still get an idea of how it looks. It is a really nice polish, and if you can get your hands on it, I would suggest picking it up. But it's just such a nice, it's a nice shade, and it's one that I feel is just good for anybody, you know, like who doesn't like this shade? It's just a nice mid-tone, not too soft, not too dark, just one that would be good for like any occasion, any day of the week, and just like a staple color. The next polish I want to talk about is a Sinful Shine polish. And this is not a neon like the L'Oreal. This is just a nice like royal blue, and this is called Most Sinful. This color is just one that I had in my collection, but this is a very popular color. This is a very easy to find color. So you can see this, you know, from lots of different brands. But I just really like this, even though it's not neon, it's not bright, it's just a normal royal blue cream, but it's very pretty and it's very nice to wear in the summer. It's something different besides always having like bright colors on your nails, and it's another one that's just kind of a showstopper and will catch people's attention because it's still such a bold, bright color to wear. This color is just gorgeous and amazing during the summer. Again, it's just you don't have to get this one necessarily. This one is a decent formula. The first coat's really streaky, but the second coat builds very nicely, very easy to apply. But really any royal blue color like this I think is great for summer. And then wrapping up what I've got picked, I have 2 Orlys that I want to share. The first one is one that I feel, like I've mentioned with some others, I don't feel like it gets enough love, enough attention. And this is Orly Mayhem Mentality. And this is super incredibly bright, lighter neon orange. It is so bright. So bright. Another eye-searing neon, another one that just glows when you put it on. This is It's not traffic cone orange. It's not like super pastel either. It is more of like a mid-tone orange, but it's a lighter mid-tone orange. But it's just so gorgeous. I did this mani a couple years ago, and I don't have a picture of it, but I have a swatch still to share with you. But I did this once with China Glaze fairy dust on top of it, and it was just such... It was so nice to have just like a little bit of sparkle on this like eye-searing neon. It was just amazing. The formula's okay. Not amazing, but it's not bad. I mean, the China Glaze ones were really a lot worse. You can get this opaque in 2 to 3 coats. Just really, really gorgeous color. And again, you just put a nice top coat on and it just turns into something magical and you just can't stop staring at your nails. So another great Orly. And then this last one I have to share is one that I haven't tried before, and I really want to try to wear it this summer, and I obviously did a swatch for you, so I have a little bit of an idea of what it's like. But this is Orly Passion Fruit. And this one is more of a crelly formula, and it's just a very, very bright pink. I wouldn't call it neon, especially like with the crelly formula. I don't know if you could get a neon in a crelly, but it's still very, very pretty. It is more of like a warmer toned pink, so it's not really blue base. It's more of a warmer pink, kind of more of a magenta-y kind of shade, but it's also, I would consider it more in the pink family. A little leaning red again because of the warmness, but it's super easy formula. You could do a jelly sandwich with this if you were really careful with your coats, but this is also opaque in 2 coats as well. So you could do 2 coats and then do some glitter and then a very thin coat of this on top, and you could have a nice jelly sandwich with it. But just gorgeous, beautiful color for the summertime. And I have a couple of glitters that I want to talk about just really briefly. I really wanted to include a couple of glitters when I did this video, but I didn't want to include any indies because all the indie glitters that I have that I like for summer are not available anymore. So I thought I would be better to pick some mainstream ones that I really, really love, that I think are kind of indie-esque, and I think would kind of give you just some nice summer glitters to use. So I just want to talk about them quickly. These are all from the China Glaze collection from summer of 2015, which was the, what was it called? I totally am for spacing the name right now. Anyway, they are all very similar glitters. They're just different colors. So we have just a multi-colored neon matte glitter. This is in a clear base. It's got smaller hexes, it's got bigger hexes, and it's just all different colors of the rainbow. So that one's really pretty, really fun. I do want to mention that with all 3 of these, it is best to apply this with the sponging method. I would apply just 1 regular coat, but these are kind of heavy with the base. So I would advise using a latex-free makeup sponge and packing it on that way and kind of dabbing it on. That's how I applied the glitter in my photos I'm going to show you, and you get a much better glitter payoff when you do it that way. This one is my favorite of the 3. Oh, and I totally forgot what to tell you what this one was called. The multi-glitter is called Point Me to the Party. That's the name of this one. The green is called Can I Get a Ns? And this one, again, different size hexes, and we've just got different shades of green and purple. Again, very, very pretty. Perfect for summer. Same thing, you want to use a sponge to apply. And then the last one, and this is also, both of these are in a clear base, if I forgot to mention. And then the last one is actually in a slightly pink base. I don't know if it was originally clear, but the glitters like dyed the base, or if the base is actually pink. But regardless, my base is now pink. But this, again, different hexes, and we've got like different shades of pink and orange. And this one, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name again. This is called Let the Beat Drop. So that's what this one is. Again, I use a sponging method to apply the glitter, but it's super gorgeous and super awesome. And I love all 3 of these. And if you're looking for some nice, bright, neon kind of glitters, I think that these 3 are definitely worth picking up. Okay, we made it to the end. I had some technical difficulties, but we're all good now, we're all okay. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. Definitely let me know what some of your favorites are. I'd love to see them down in the comments. Maybe new ones I can add to my collection, or some maybe that I have that I kind of forgot about that I would love to try this summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out everyone else's channel down below and go see what everybody else's favorites are. Thanks again for watching, and until next time guys, peace, love, and polish. Bye.